So hey there guys, so today's video is going to be another get ready with me with the Harry Potter Back to Hogwarts palette. I'm very excited to use this again. I have been using it quite a bit off camera just so I could test out all of the shades for you guys. So I'm going to be using it again today because I really want to do another look for you guys. I do have a hair tie, thank God. Okay. I'm not having the best day, so if I seem a little off, I don't care because we're all human, and if I'm angry about something, that's just how it's going to be, and I'm not going to apologize for it. I think it's ridiculous that people apologize online for being human. Like, we all don't have great days. We all can't be like, hi, how are you, and blah, 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 whatever. So hopefully this will put me in a better mood, too. So I'm going to start out with, I'm kind of leaning towards Marauder's map because I haven't used that yet, and I'm kind of like curious to see how it looks in the crease. I was going to use yellow, but I kind of think that this shade will look nice. I don't know how much it's going to show up though. Because I haven't really used like the more so like cooler toned mattes in this palette. I mean, this is kind of like a light olivey, like brownish color. You guys know I'm so bad about, it's like a light brown, but it has like an olivey undertone, and you guys know I'm like terrible about like describing what shades look like, so hopefully it'll translate on the eyes. I'm just frustrated because my dog does not, she refuses to make outside, and no matter how many times you walk her. I should have just asked somebody else to do it. But honestly, when I ask either my brother or my dad to do it, they both get so friggin' annoyed at me. Like, I have all the time in the world to walk the dogs before work. Watson's so easy. He makes in 2 seconds and he goes inside. Like, literally the easiest dog ever. You could not ask for an easier dog to walk than him. He's just so fast. He pees in 2 seconds and goes inside. With Luna, it's like literally 10 million years, and it delays me all the time if I want to film before work. So I should have just asked Dad to do it. But my fucking turdball brother doesn't do anything. So, and I don't care. I'm going to be blunt as hell in this video because I literally cannot fucking stand him anymore. He literally does nothing for anybody. I mean, he wants me to respect him and treat him like he's, you know, not garbage. Because he is human garbage. But whatever. Like, if you want to meet the epitome of selfishness, meet my brother. He literally does not give a fuck about anybody. But it's even worse because he claims that he does. Even though I know he doesn't give a shit about me. And if I ask him to do anything, he whines like a fucking little baby. Why can't you do it? Why can't you do it? Why can't you do it? That's always his answer. I'm like, would I be asking you if I could do it? I wouldn't even be fucking asking you. I would just take care of it myself. But whatever. I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to come off super crazy in this video, but I literally just, I needed to vent. So it is what it is. So I'm just going to buff this in the crease. I just am trying to calm down. I just was so upset before this because she just wastes my time so much and then stares at me like, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, literally just so dumb. Like, okay, so anyway, I think I do want to take more of the green Slytherin, and I'm going to take that and define my crease with that. Again, I did want to incorporate some yellow, but I think I want this to be a bit darker up here. I think I'm going to do the orange on the lower lash line, even though, like I said, I was thinking about the yellow, but I think that the orange will really make it look really pretty. So I haven't really had the most eventful past 2 days. I mean, besides the concert. I was off the whole weekend, though. I am getting ready to go back to work tonight. I have to close tonight, but I'm only closing tonight. I'm not closing for the rest of the week. And then I'm not working late again until Saturday, which is fine because it's a Saturday night. I'm just going to take that and buff that in the defining area. That looks really pretty. I mean, I still have a decent amount of time to get ready. It's just like, I could have already been filming at this point. I don't even know why I tried to walk. I tried to walk her twice. That's the frustrating thing, is that I tried to take her out twice and she still didn't do anything. Like the first time, I should have just let her back in. But usually she'll make the second time when I let Watson back in, because Watson's already done and he just wants to go back inside. But he knows he always has to wait for her too. He's like, I just want to go back inside too. Like, I don't know why this bitch takes forever. So it looks so dark outside. It's kind of crazy how dark the sky is right now, but it says there's no rain in the forecast. I think we're getting the remnants of the hurricane that's unfortunately moving to Florida, and I think it's going to be like a Category 3. We did have severe thunderstorms last night, though, and we did have some hail, so that was a little scary. Okay, and then for the outer corners, should I go into the sorting hat? I don't know. No, I think we're going to just stick with Great Hall. I've been using that one like every time I need an outer corner shade, so it is a really pretty brown. So I'm just going to take that and buff that in the outer corners, but it is a really like nice warm tone brown, and it actually layers over the green pretty nicely. And even though I said to my brother, you could try walking her, he still has not moved and walked her. Not at all. So I don't care if they make in the house. I don't know why I care so much anymore. If they don't care, I don't fucking care. I do it for my mom. I don't do it for them. But I honestly don't give a shit because they don't give a shit. So why should I? Okay, I'm just going to put on some glitter glue and then we'll do the lid. Okay, and then for the lid shade, I really would like to dip into one of the green shades because I haven't been able to yet. So I'm going to use the shade Hungarian Horntail. It's like this really pretty, like olivey green, but I think it's going to be really pretty with this look. I'm wearing the one of the newer graphic tees that I got from Lucky Brand, of course. And I'm going to take that shade and put it all over the lid. Honestly, I have been so impressed with the quality of this palette. It's one of their best collab palettes they've ever done. Like, the shimmers in here, they're not super soft when you put your finger in them. Like, they have some, like, they're not dry, but they have, like, some dryness to them that make them really adhere to the lid really well, and they're super metallic. But I also really like that because they don't really transfer that much. Oh, that is so pretty. I literally have loved every single look that I've done with this palette so far. I mean, most people did say that this was kind of an updated, newer formula in this palette for the people that did try it and review it. And it's a shame because it's a really good palette, and J.K. Rowling just kind of ruined it for Colourpop, honestly, because even though Colourpop, you know, they're not like, they didn't handle the situation that great, but honestly, like, I don't blame them as much as I do with what Harry Potter is related to now because of J.K. Rowling, because, again, Colourpop is not J.K. Rowling. What else are they supposed to say when Warner Brothers offers them like a gajillion dollars to make a collection? I don't think they're going to say no, because again, at the end of the day, they're here to make money. And so many people got so upset about it, and I understand the frustration, but then obviously just don't buy it. So But I wanted to try it, and I love Harry Potter, so... I mean, I don't love it as much as I used to because it's tainted by J.K. Rowling, but I really was curious to try the palette, and I just thought the palette was really pretty, so... I don't know why I'm justifying my decision, though, because I already bought it, so... So I'm just gonna throw on Hear Me Out on my brow bone, and then we'll do my base. Okay, so now we're gonna do my base. I'm gonna start with the Do It Setting Spray. And then I'm just gonna go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, because I really have been enjoying this one. You really not gonna walk her before you leave? I know you don't give a fuck. Jesus Christ. Okay, so for my foundation, I'm gonna use the Anastasia. I cannot stand having to tell him things like I'm his fucking mother. He's just a dumbass. So I'm going to use the Anastasia foundation. I just wanted to use this one again because it's still one of my favorite foundations. Like, I actually have used quite a bit of my other foundations recently, so I wanted to go back to this one because I go back to this one all the time. I love it so much. I just love the finish that it gives my skin. It looks so beautiful. Like, I love the Lancome one, and it makes my skin look so good. But there's something about this one, like, the finish of it is, like, my favorite finish of, like, any of the foundations that I own. Because it looks so beautiful. Like, it blurs your skin, but it gives you the most beautiful coverage in, like, such a natural way. I don't know how they did it, but it's beautiful. This is, like... I don't really pick up too many products from Anastasia, but they smashed it with this foundation. I don't know how they made it so freaking good, but it's freaking amazing. I love it so much. I really just love the finish that it gives my skin. And I know it doesn't work for everybody. I understand that. Some people actually took my recommendation and actually got it, and they didn't really like it as much, and I get that because this foundation is really not the best for some skin types, but also I know that the fancy face really likes this foundation, and it's weird because like usually people with this foundation wouldn't like it if they were oily because it's more of like a dewy foundation. I mean, as you guys know, I love my dewy foundations. But the fancy face really likes it, and she has oily skin. So I guess it just depends on what primer you use and stuff like that. I'm not really too picky about that kind of stuff. I just use what works for me, but I just love it on my skin, but we all have different preferences. So for my concealer, I'm going to use one of my tried and true concealers too. I love this concealer. This is the Tarte Power Flex Concealer. I don't know why more people don't talk about it. It's a fantastic concealer. It's one of my favorite, like, more full coverage options, but because it's, like, it gives you such beautiful coverage, but it also blends out so seamlessly into, like, any foundation that you use. I love it. It's more of like a blurring full coverage concealer than necessarily looks like it's sitting on top of the skin or looks like too heavy underneath the eyes. That's why I love it so much. I just cannot believe he was just going to leave without walking her at all. Like, does he do it to spite me? Like, I don't really understand why he has to be like that about everything, but only when she barks at him, she thinks that she's coming to him to walk her. And I'm like, no, she's just coming to you because she knows that she's gonna get something from you. Because she never comes up to me and whines to me. Never. It's just so frustrating. So now I'm just going to put it underneath my eyes, and again, it blends out beautifully. So I don't really have anything coming up until not this week, but next Friday, the 8th. I am going to Comic-Con that day, and what's crazy is how these dates actually worked out for me, because I do get paid on Fridays, and it just so, I mean, I get paid Fridays, but I get paid bi-weekly, which kind of sucks. But what worked out for me is that I got paid the day of the concert, which was this past Friday, and then 2 weeks from the concert is Comic-Con, and I get paid on that day. So at least thank God for the two events that the two bigger things that I'm going to, I'm getting paid. So that is nice. So when I went to Madison Square Garden, it was so much fun. The concert was awesome. Brendan Urie is just on a whole nother level. He's absolutely amazing. Oh my God, his vocals are unreal. But dang, you know, of course, everything is super expensive there. So I got one drink because I wanted to have at least one drink during the concert. Did absolutely nothing. I mean, I usually need a couple drinks to get a buzz, but honestly, when I have happy hour drinks, for some reason, like, it only takes me one drink to get a great buzz, and those are only like $7 drinks. This drink was $15, and I knew it wasn't going to be like that. I knew it wasn't going to do much, but this drink did absolutely freaking nothing. I just did not feel a thing. And I wanted to get, you know, a little buzz for the concert. I mean, I'm literally 34 years old. I can drink when I want to. It's not like it's not a thing. You know, just to cut loose and have a little fun. And honestly, I did not feel a thing. So, and it was a $15 drink. The double shot was $25. I'm like, I'm not paying $25. I'm like, that is ridiculous. I was like, I could get it at a restaurant for like $15 for a double. I'm like, I'm not paying that. So, and then I decided to get a snack because I knew I was going to be hungry later on. So I just set my under eyes with the Pat McGrath powder, and then I'm using the Urban Decay Stay Naked to set my face. And then I got a box of popcorn. It's like this big box of popcorn, basically. And I didn't feel as upset paying $8 for it. I mean, it was still $8, which is expensive, but I didn't feel as bad about that because at least it was like a huge thing. And honestly, if you're not making your own okay, I was talking and somehow I didn't press record, but I didn't do anything makeup-wise. So I was just talking about the concert. But the concert tees were freaking $40. I'm like, I'm not paying that. I know they're usually expensive, but I think when I went to a concert last, they were like $30, and I still won't pay that for a t-shirt, but $40, and then the sweatshirt was $60. I'm like, I'm not paying that. So, I mean, it is standard concert pricing, but I don't know. I was just like, no. I was like, I'm already going to the concert. I'm like, they already got my concert ticket money, so I'm not paying more. So anyway, so this is the thing. Let me tell you this. I felt so dumb when I did this. So I went to the Penn Station to go home, and the two trains that were coming in at 11:36 and 11:39, they both came in at the same time. And the Long Island trains, like, people storm those platforms to make the last train before 12 o'clock. Because nobody wants to take the train after 12. Because there's not another train. Good job, Caitlin. damn it. Sorry. I spilt some water. It was really dumb. I just hope I didn't get it. Of course I did. Well, it's not a big deal. Alright, I gotta start using my other cup again. Erica's right. I gotta start using it again. So anyway, so I just want to pop that shade Gillyweed on my inner corners because I love that color. And also it goes really pretty with this look. And then I think for the lower lash line, I think I'm going to do the pumpkin juice shade like I said. Or I'll do Liquid Luck. But I think I want to do pumpkin juice. So I'm just going to take that shade Gillyweed and pop that on the inner corners. So they both got in at the same time. So my dumbass got confused and I accidentally got on the train going to Babylon and not to Huntington. So I was panicking because I knew what time both trains were leaving, and the Babylon train was leaving at 11:36 and they closed the doors at 11:36, and I heard the doors beeping to close and I was like, wait, I was like, is this the right train? And then I found out it wasn't. So yeah, that was pretty special. So I could not get off the train. So I was like, oh my God, am I gonna have to like take the train all the way to Babylon? And then what I was thinking about was either taking an Uber home or seeing when the Babylon train had like a Huntington train coming in. So I was like, wait, but Jamaica comes up in like 20 minutes. So I was like, let me see when the proper train, the Huntington train, is supposed to come in to Jamaica. Because, again, I knew that train was leaving at the same time, or was leaving like 3 minutes later. So I was like, let me see when it's getting into Jamaica. Thank God it came in like 3 minutes after, because the train was not there yet. It was saying it was running late. But I got off at Jamaica, and then the Huntington train came in a few minutes later. So I got on the train at Jamaica, and I was like, thank God. You know, I was panicking, but I usually calm myself down to find where I need to go. I know some people just get like paralyzed, and sometimes I can have that kind of anxiety, but that's only really when I'm like really upset and I'm like by myself and have like really bad panic attacks. In public, I just, you know, kind of panic a little bit, and then I'm like, wait, get your shit together and just find out what you need to do. Also, my friend was on the phone with me, and he's like, just, you know, it's okay. And he was like, it's okay, Caitlin, like, just find where you need to go. He was like also looking up trains for me online. And thank God that I saw that the Jamaica train was coming in. So I still got home. I mean, I still got into the station that I go to on time. So thank God for that. Or at the time that I was supposed to, because if I took the Babylon train and then had to either wait for a Huntington train or an Uber, I would have been home at like 1:30 or later, and I really did not want to take an Uber that late. So I was like, let me just see if it's coming into Jamaica, and it was, and I was just so relieved. So yeah, I really like that color on the lower lash line. I think that was a good idea. So that is it for the eyeshadow look, and I think it looks so pretty. So I'm just going to take my liner. I'm going to use the, I don't even remember what shade this is called. This is one of the metallic liners from Colourpop in the set that I got during Christmas last year. I forget what shade. Why do I have a feeling this is called Mildew, but it's probably not. I just get it all underneath my eyes, but it's this really pretty, like, olive green metallic liner. And then I'm just going to do my mascara off camera because I have to kind of get moving. Okay. So I'm just going to go do my mascara really quick. Okay, so I just went ahead and coated my lashes with the Bad Gal Bang mascara. And then, of course, I use the Maybelline Lash Discovery on my lower lash line. My lower lashes. And then for bronzer, I'm going to go into the Marc Jacobs bronzer, the Omega bronzer. I picked this up at Marshall's like a year or two ago, so I'm going to use it today. You know, I probably should have used I should have grabbed the Marc Jacobs gold highlighter, but I think I'm going to use that possibly like tomorrow, because I forgot I haven't used that in a while. But the highlighter that I grabbed is going to be really pretty with this look, because it kind of has like a greenish shift to it, and that's kind of what I wanted for this. Okay, that actually looks really pretty. So I actually started watching the last season of Lock and Key again. I mean, I didn't watch it before because I didn't think I was going to be able to get through it because it was so beyond cheesy. But honestly, I'm kind of like into it right now. Like, it's not bad. Like, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, honestly, the first episode was worse than the episodes that I've seen. Like, episodes 2 through 5. I just, like, could not get past the cheesiness of episode 1. But then it kind of got a little better. So for my blush, I'm going to use the Gimme Glow blush in the shade Havana Cabana. And this one's kind of been sitting in front of me for a couple of days. I mean, not that I haven't used it, but I want to use it a bit more. Why is that so patchy? That's better. I was like, why isn't the pigment showing up? That is so pigmented, though. I was like, oh, I'll just, not coat it as much. And, of course, it ends up being hella pigmented. But it's not bad, excuse me. Because I just wanted to watch, I wanted to watch something fantasy, but I was like, maybe I'll give it a chance. And the reviews have been like, it was terrible, but I don't think it's that bad. It's not bad. It's not the best show, but it's not terrible. So I'm feeling it. I'm almost done with it. There's only 8 episodes, and I'm on episode 5, so. I just wanted like a short little show to watch because I had finished Animal Kingdom and then I was just watching a bunch of movies that I've never seen. So I was like, I kind of want a breather from some movies because I don't always want to commit to watching a movie all the time, but I did watch like 10 movies recently, so. And it's not terrible. Okay, and then for the highlights, I'm also going to go into Give Me Glow. You guys know how much I love my Give Me Glow highlighters. And I'm going to use the shade Halo, one of my tried and true favorites. I also haven't used this in quite a while. So I did use White Noise for the... that is such a perfect color for this. Yeah, I'm glad I stuck with this one. Literally, you just need to dip your brush into it, and that is so friggin' pigmented. Oh my god. It's almost like too much. I literally just dipped into the pan, like, boop, and that's it. And that's how much pigment you get from it. Like, it's insane. Like, you don't even have to swipe your brush in it. It's insane how pigmented it is. My best friend, when she was alive, She used to say I was glowing from space all the time, but I don't think she saw me ever with these highlighters. But I'll be like, I would have said to her, Liz, you haven't seen nothing yet unless you've seen a Give Me Glow highlighter. They're literally the most pigmented highlighters. Oh, so pretty. And yeah, that is blinding. Look at that. That's how it looks in person, too. Like, holy crap. I'm just trying to blend it out a little bit more, but dang. It is so pigmented. Okay. I cannot believe how pigmented that is. Like, insane. All right, so let me just do my brows and everything, and then we'll do the lips. Okay, so I went ahead and filled in my brows off camera, of course, with my e.l.f. Wow Brow, and now we're going to go in with the lippy. And then I just set my face again with the Dewy Setting Mist from Anastasia. So for my lips, I'm going to go in with like my most used lip liner, and that is Minute Man from Colourpop. Because y'all know I want something peachy tone for my lips. But I love green and orange together, and green and blue, green and orange, blue and orange, and purple and orange. Orange is such a complementary color for those type of shade, those for like cooler tone shades. If you're not sure like what colors to put together, secondary colors look really good with other secondary colors, like purple, green, and orange are all secondary colors. Red, blue, and yellow are primary colors, so green and orange, purple and orange always look really pretty together. Okay, and then for the lips, I want to go in with my Gucci lippy. So this one is one of the hydrating lipsticks, and this one's the shade Katrine Sand. And I'm just gonna throw that on. And of course, it's a really pretty peachy nude. And I just kind of wanted to go into some of my like bougier lipsticks again. Okay. I'm just going to finish that off camera. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look. So here are the eyes, the cheeks, and the lips. I really love how this look turned out. It looks super pretty, and again, I've been so obsessed with this palette, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CBW819 and check out my Poshmark at the same handle. I gotta get to work, so I love you guys. Bye!